mess. Hi, it's Leiisa. I decided to just do this video on how I would do my makeup if I were competing this weekend. No, I will not be at Merced. I just thought this would be fun, and I honestly don't use my makeup. Whatever. I don't do these videos often enough to be comfortable doing this, so bear with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. With that being said, I am a firm believer that you do not need like the most expensive makeup in the world, in the makeup world, to look your best. You just need things that work, that you can afford. If you can afford the really expensive things and it works for you, more power to you. I discovered makeup, I didn't realize how much it would cost. Like for foundation, it was like $30 something. Now I'm a mom, I have my own money. I don't want to spend $30 on foundation. So my biggest first tip is to make sure that you just have a really good skincare routine. Your makeup look the very best is when you have a really good foundation underneath. If your skin is pretty much, you're not breaking out, have severe acne or anything, it's gonna look way better and your skin's gonna thank you long term. My skin's not perfect by any means. Like I'm breaking out like up here. I have like scarring. I'm breaking out like right here, but still, I don't think you need a whole kit, like a makeup artist kit to do your makeup for competition. Honestly, these two little travel bags is all I really need. But the first thing that I would do if I was competing this weekend, I would double check if I had any expired makeup. Like, and I'm talking about maybe the weekend before. I would go through my little makeup bags and see if there was anything that was like expired or anything that I needed to replace, because for me personally, I have very sensitive skin. So if it's expired or just downright like crusty looking, I'm probably gonna throw it out and buy a new one. I don't wear makeup all the time because of how sensitive my skin is. What I typically do is I just buy travel size things just to save myself time and money. This is the primer that I like to use for my face. I like putting on the face primer first because I know it's gonna take some time for it to like settle in before I move on. So then I'll do like my eyebrows first, just to make sure that I have like a good outline of where I'm gonna put everything. So do my eyebrows. I just mark out where I want my brows to be and then I fill it in. I think the thing with competition makeup that people seem to forget is that you're not like being judged on how great of a makeup artist you are. Like as long as you know your face well enough and you feel like you look beautiful as you feel, then it's fine. You don't have to be like the super crazy makeup artist. I personally like using powder just because it's the fastest to work with, and honestly it's the easiest to clean up with mistakes, because I feel like if I ever used a pencil it would be like super harsh or super difficult to like blend out. Like I could just use my finger and then move it around, so it's fine. So just keep in mind that when you are doing your makeup, you are pretty far from the judges. So like if you're very expressive with your eyebrows, you might want to shade them in like a little darker, just that way they can see it from a distance. If you're noticing in your photos from competitions in the past that your face looks funny, like you have to change the way that you do your makeup. And I feel like a lot of people still haven't realized that. Like I think my biggest pet peeve with dancers these days, or over the last couple of years that I've noticed, they have like, there's girls that have beautiful smiles, like perfect teeth and everything, and they wear brown lipstick. And to me, you look like a corpse. Like it doesn't look pretty, it doesn't look lively. Like you want to look like you have life in your face, even when you're just not expressive. Like you want to still look pleasant and expressive, I guess. I don't know if that's what a lot of them go for or if that's just their style. I mean, makeup is subjective obviously, but I don't like the beauty blenders. I absolutely hate them just because they hold a lot of bacteria. I like to use like disposable, the triangle ones that you can buy for really cheap for a big pack, like a bag, or I'll like get one of these, just something to blend everything out, because I just like knowing that anytime something's touching my face, it's like fresh and it's new and it's clean and I don't have to worry about cleaning it. Because the one thing that I learned in esthetician school is that you can't disinfect, you cannot disinfect porous items, meaning like whatever you used it for is like a one-time thing. Use a brand one. And then for foundation, I like to use the Maybelline Fit, this one, matte and poreless. I'm a very oily person, so throughout the day, this one's like my favorite. I don't like loading up on the foundation too much. I'll put it on like the back of my hand, like that much. I would usually take like the back of a clean brush and I would go like this, like that, so it picks up some. And then I would go across. I used to have a Korean spatula, but then I went to Napa and lost my actual makeup bag, which had everything that I loved to use in there. So we're just gonna make it work. And you could always work in layers too, so it's not so like thick. A lot of people forget that when you have thick makeup on and you're dancing and you're sweating, it like builds up and it just feels so like uncomfortable. Another thing that I would do if I was competing this weekend is I would probably make sure that I had a backup of everything. Like if I had a backup ponytail color, because Lord knows there's only so many colors in the rainbow, and you don't ever like being that person that wears the same color as the girl next to you in line. I was always taught to never change your ponytail color because judges typically only remember you in that one color. But if there's multiple rounds, you can kind of get away with it, especially if you find out that you're dancing next to the same person again. Or I would make sure that I had like an extra costume or like a backup costume. I've had it to where I would get to finals and my costume would be dead. And I would have to like ask like a parent if I could borrow their daughter's costume, or like ask around for people's like spare fresh. And it was honestly like so embarrassing. Please do not come for me for using like a shade that looks like it's way too light, because I don't wear makeup often and I may look a little tan on here. My face looks like stark white, but I'm too cheap to go get another one. Keep in mind that your makeup really only needs to look good from like a distance, because like I said, judges, they're typically a good distance away to where they're not gonna like notice everything. They just need to see the way you look from far. Unless if you go up to them during lunch and talk to them and you look absolutely psycho, definitely like check your makeup before you go see them. Another thing, another tip that I would probably give people who do competitions, and I feel like this is kind of a no-brainer, but for some reason I feel like people still seem to forget, it is to wear deodorant and bring deodorant with you. I also feel like with the whole deodorant thing, it's mainly like the teens, and I get it because it's new for them and they probably haven't been using deodorant all that long. Like I get it, but like at the same time, people are so shady that they won't tell these girls like, hey, did you put on deodorant? Do you need deodorant? Like, help them. Like, nobody wants to be that person that goes around smelling absolutely rancid. Like, your dance sister, teen or not, like, or even dance brother, smells bad, tell them. I'm sure they would thank you and appreciate it. Even shaving. Like, if you're growing body hair, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, judges do not like body hair, like for any particular reason. They just don't like it. Like facial hair, judges typically don't care for facial hair on guys. So basically what I'm doing with the concealer is I'm highlighting areas that I know that create shadow that I don't want shadows. So my nose is pretty wide up here, so I know that it casts like a shadow on my upper lip. And because the competition up in Merced is indoors, I don't want that shadow in photos to where it looks like I have a mustache. So it may look like it's really bright, but like we're indoor lighting and it's just like, you need to kind of like find ways to work around it. And this is the way that I found I could work around it. I am like pale, 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 with no dimension. I like using this. Some there. I'm really only focusing on places where I know I get really oily and greasy and I don't want creasing. The one thing that I know that I would get complimented on was how good my skin looks when I do my makeup, which is nice. Like I like knowing that people think that I look really good. as I say, looking like this. I'm just gonna take like a loose fluffy brush and blend all that out. The thing that I would do if I was competing this weekend would be to make sure that I have my nails done and my eyebrows done. Now, if you don't have the time to get your eyebrows done, you can honestly do it day of. I wouldn't recommend doing it just because if you shave or if you pluck and then you put makeup on it, you're kind of like leaving your skin open to like breakouts. I mean, if you're one of the blessed ones that doesn't really need to worry about that, good for you. I'm happy for you. I personally don't like getting my toes done, but I also know that it makes the biggest difference when you are just super put together. Go get your nails done. Make sure they're not like redonkulously long. Don't bring colored nails. Like, don't wear like green or red or purple or black. Like, don't do it. Even if it's part of your theme, don't do it. It's not worth it. Make it very clean, very classy. Either a French tip, a nude pink. Don't do the nude that's like this color. I don't know, it just doesn't look lively, like I said in the beginning of the video. I have this. This is like the only real expensive thing that I have. This is this NARS face palette. It just has all these ones. I get the darkest. I think this is the deep one, just because you can go lighter handed on stuff. And also too, another tip I would give people, go get a tan. I don't care if you are the bronzest person or if you get dark in the sun from being outside because you went and checked the mail. Go get a tan. It looks way better. For those who say that like, I'm afraid to get a tan or I don't want to because the judges are gonna know. They're not gonna know unless if you say something. Like, do I think there's an age limit to where you can get a tan? No, because there are girls that I see in the 5 to 8 age category that do get spray tanned, that do get their nails done, that actually have eyelashes and lipstick on. You can do it, it's okay. It's just a matter of how much you do. Like, yes, there is a line where it's like over excessive, but you can do very simple, clean makeup. You can do a very nice, simple tan to where, you know, you look like you went out in the sun, at the beach, in Tahiti, versus like when I was in middle school, I used to play soccer and I used to do track and field. I came out purple. Purple's not a cute color. I started getting spray tan by the time I was like maybe 12. I was doing it on my own though. I used to get the Neutrogena spray tan and I used to get it in the shade deep. With spray tans is you want to go darker because when you get photographed or when you're under the lights, you immediately look lighter. Everything just looks better with the tan, if I'm being honest. I don't care what people say. When they're like, oh, you don't need a tan because you're already dark, go get the tan. It doesn't matter. If you are wanting to wear a light color and you're this shade or this shade, go get a tan. Go get a deep dark tan, spray tan, and then wash it off once you feel like you're dark enough, like once you're comfortable. Me personally, if you look at any of my old photos on Instagram or any of my videos, you will see I don't look this dark. Like naturally right now, this is my natural color. You will see I am like the brownest person in line. Purely because when judges judge you, you have to think of it like this. They look at the first round for like visuals, and it really is like pick a number, move on. Even on like score sheets for like finals, there's a score for costume or like presentation. To me, I consider those visual scores. So as long as you have like nice makeup, you look really nice, you look tan, like you look good, they're gonna score you really high. Didn't realize it until I finally noticed the change in my scores. See, I look a little bit more normal now. I used to be so crazy when I would go get my tans. Shout out to my girl, Stephanie. She has her spray tan business. I think it's called Sunrise Glow Spray Tans. If you're ever in San Diego and you need a bomb spray tan, go to her. She's awesome. She's amazing. I remember the first time Stephanie had spray tanned me. The first time we had probably met, and I like had told her I had gotten spray tanned on like a Thursday, and the competition was on like Saturday. So I got in on Thursday, and she was doing basically like custom shades for everyone, which a good spray tan artist should. And I like looked at it and was like texting her the next day on Friday. I was like, hey, can I come in again? And she was like, are you crazy? You want a double spray tan? I said, yeah, can I come in? I don't think I'm dark enough because I'm so used to being so brown. Okay, sure, if you want to. I think it's gonna be layered funny. And I was like, trust me, I need this other spray tan. So I went in, got my double spray tan. And that Friday, woke up Saturday, I was like beautifully brown. Ever since then, anyone that saw me like in the group would ask me about my tan. I'm like, oh, Stephanie did it for me. I just asked her. They would go to her and say, hey, can I get Leiisa dark? Or can I get the tan that Leiisa got? Now everyone gets the same color. Another thing that I would probably do if I was competing, I would probably get my hair situation figured out. If I'm wearing a wig, I'd go buy a new wig. Oh my gosh, the secret though. I do wear a wig. Purely because growing up, I was just losing hair. I was constantly balding. There's nothing that I could do. Oh, I'm moving on the eyes. I'm still using the same face palette. If you're gonna do your eyes for competition, don't go all out for eyeshadow. It's not gonna matter from far away. Honestly, just because your lashes are gonna be blocking your eyeshadow. So if you can save time, don't bother with it. It's not worth it. You can do like a little bit, but honestly, like I said, the lashes are gonna kind of like be in the way, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of defining of my crease, and then I'm gonna put lashes on, and then a top liner, and then call it a day. When I was in high school, I was losing a lot of hair. I was practically balding from stress, and I was causing a lot of damage to my scalp, apparently. There was a day where my teacher gave me a wig and was like, here, try this out, and it was for a winter show or winter recital. Then I showed up to the dress rehearsal, like right before. Everyone saw me and they were all like, oh my god, are you dancing? What's happening? This one, a little darker. Like I said, I'm keeping the eyeshadow really simple. I'm still dancing. I have a wig. Don't worry about it. I was thinking that, you know, you got pulled from the show. Like, I was quite a bit of a troublemaker, if you want to think of it that way. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I think that looks nice. Simple. Okay. Then I'm gonna probably take one of these and just pop it right there. And it looked great, like nobody could really tell. Plus two, I wanna say that I was never really one of the lucky ones that had beautiful, like long hair. I struggled to grow my hair. It just would never grow. And I did everything you could think of. I even went as far as like, if this ever happens, let it dry. Just let it dry, trust me. No crazy lines, just line my natural eyeline. That looks way better. Okay, like I said, let it dry. I just struggled, and then even when I would braid my hair and even do like extensions, my hair naturally would not stay like poofy. It was just super, super hard. Take dry Q-tips and slowly work it off. Having wigs really, really helped me. Plus two, it gave me the opportunity to really just sleep and take care of myself the night before. Competition is already so stressful. I couldn't understand why I was making it more stressful for me. Yes, Leiisa wears wigs. I've been wearing wigs since like 2021. And it was honestly the best thing that's ever happened to me and for my hair. And ever since I started wearing wigs, my hair is now naturally long. Will I actually wear my hair for my real hair for competition? Probably not. I tried last year for Woody TD Las Vegas and it just looks so bad. I just don't have that much hair to do that. Like, it just doesn't look nice. Judges prefer you to have your natural hair, but I'm just gonna be honest and say it. Like, there's been best dancers who've worn wigs in the Heva. Like, I don't think there's anything to be ashamed about. There's even like award-winning overall dancers out in the world these days that still wear wigs. Again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's just a wig, who cares? I like to pack on the blush a little heavier. And because my face shape is like rounded, I wanna say, I like try to keep it more focused in like the center. Notice that I'm skipping the actual highlight. Don't like using more than I absolutely need to. These are the lashes that I would recommend. You don't need lashes that go sky high to your eyebrows. You don't need it, I swear. It just makes your eyes look super dark. But get some really good lashes that fit comfortably on your eye and make sure they're sized to your eye. I used to see girls at competition with lashes that would go above their eyebrow, and it looked absolutely ridiculous. I used to love getting lashes from Nika's brand from Island Beauty, but she had the best lashes. They were so comfortable, they were so light, and they were just so easy to work with too. Another tip that I would give people is to choose different lashes based on the venue. Outdoors, choose different lashes. If it's indoors, choose different lashes, because lashes create a different kind of shadow. If I need to layer them, I would, but because I'm not doing that, I'm just doing this as a demonstration and as an example, we're not doing that. Another thing that I would probably do if I were competing this weekend is I would make sure I have a great playlist for myself, just to keep myself calm. I would also probably bring my own food if food is allowed backstage. If it's not allowed backstage, don't do it. Don't be that person. Respect the rules, respect the competition and the organization that put it together. I would also probably bring my own trash bags. Nobody wants to be that person that, you know, everyone has to clean up after. I would also probably bring my own makeup wipes to the competition, just because I feel like once you're done with the day, or if you need to refresh your makeup, taking the makeup wipes to restart is honestly so refreshing. Again, if I was competing, I would probably double these, now that I think about it, just so that way they're a little thicker. My last tip that I would give dancers is to bring perfume or a body spray. My biggest pet peeve as a person, just for me, is smelling bad. Don't like it when I smell other people's body odor, let alone my own. Bring a body spray or perfume. Don't do scented lotion, don't do scented oil. Bring an actual perfume or a body spray. If you don't have one, go to Target. Target has a bunch and they're great and they smell amazing. Lipstick, get a good red lip. If you're gonna go for nude, get it as close to your natural lip color. Don't do skin color to where it's gray looking. It's honestly, I'm just not a fan. I think it's so ugly. Another tip I would give people, get your own makeup. Don't share. I don't care how close you are. I don't care if you're family. If you're old enough to work and have your own money, or you're just old enough, if you're 15, get your own makeup. And I've deepened some things here and there. Now I'm going to show you how I put on my wig. Things that you're gonna need, bobby pins. Okay, I'm gonna take maybe 3. My hair out. Okay, I'm gonna take my hair behind my ears and go straight up like this. Okay, separate your hair. You almost want to do it like a hula style bump. So I'm just gonna twist from up here and then just push forward. Does that make sense? And I'm gonna pin it down, okay? This is how I used to do my hair for competitions, and it was honestly the funniest thing because everyone would be like, you didn't come with braids. I'm like, of course I did, because I wanted to sleep. I'm honestly revealing some big secrets right now, so oh well. You're welcome. For anyone who wanted to know how I did this and how other people do it too. This is honestly the same thing that they do. Okay, and I'm just gonna basically what I want to do is I want to create like a frame right here because the wig's gonna sit right behind it and this is gonna cover it. So there's that. Tie my hair back. low bun, as low as you can. Okay. I'm just gonna brush it out really quick. She's old and she needs some love. I think this is good. This is my competition hair. Here's the wig. There's a comb on top and a comb on the bottom. I also sewed in some wig clips, or hair extension clips really, because I don't like using any extra bobby pins in my hair. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put it where I have pinned my hair. I'm gonna try to fit it right in there, okay? Hold it down, go underneath the button. Okay. And then I'm gonna take the clips that I had sewed in on the sides and pull them as far forward as I can towards my temple, and then pop it in. Other side. This is hard. Other side. Pop it in. And then obviously you want to just adjust as you go. You want to fix your poof so it doesn't look all crazy like mine does. So fix it. Make sure it looks kind of like natural. Okay. And that is how I would do my makeup and my hair if I was competing. Go to competition, perform. Oh, I forgot one thing. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. But other than that, I am late for my class. So I will go ahead and let you guys go. Bye.